Hello and welcome to another episode of My Crypto World. I've been a little under the weather with some allergies and head cold. About a week or so ago I did the video on the old UFO slides. Well, for this episode of My Crypto World, we're going to look at some of the pictures that I actually took of the old slides after I adjusted them. I'll give a comment on ones I feel need comment, and from what I gather, I was kind of not sure on the dates of some of these things, some of these pictures, some of these slides, but it appears after looking at them, because there's some things in there like newspapers and things like that that shows dates. This appears to be mostly from the 1950s, around 55. I think some of it was 53. So we'll look at some of those and I'll give some commentary on them. This first photograph is of what appears to be a drawing of a comet. The comet is actually seen in 1853. So that's not really, I guess that's okay, but there's nothing really super important on that. I don't know if this is supposed to be a picture of the actual comet or if this is some type of UFO. There's another picture of UFO. That looks pretty good. Remember, these came off the old UFO slides. This picture here is supposedly a fish smashed through the windshield. This was in the little writing under the picture says it was in, looks like December the 22nd, 1955. And it took place in, see if it tells me here. Oh, well, it says it's in Washington, D.C., state capital, so the nation's capital, actually, so Washington, D.C. And supposedly a fish come through his windshield while he was driving down the road, I take it. This is a picture also from, it looks like it's from March 11th, 1950. And it was taken in Los Angeles, what the description, part of what the description says below the picture. It's kind of unusual. I thought this one here was a pretty good picture of a dish-shaped object. Remember now, this come off the negatives, and as you can see on that picture there, I inverted the colors just to see the object maybe a little better. At the top of the screen, at the top of the picture rather, is a what appears to be some type of UFO. I have no idea where this was taken. And this is a picture of the galaxy, I suppose. Here's a pretty good one. There's a little light anomaly in the middle of the picture, but you can see there's some kind of craft up in toward the left top. Looks like it was taken next to either a highway or a river, creek or something. I also inverted it and try to get a little better look at it. This image here is kind of interesting. It was two streaks going across the sky. I don't know, it could be anything. It could be a meteorite or something like that. It's hard to say. Here's an old newspaper article. Looks like it says either 1953 or 1963 for the date. A couple interesting little pictures. Now this slide here was actually a picture of the Flatwoods Monster. It looks like the original drawing of what the people seek. The May family, I think, was their name. If I remember correctly, that should be Kathleen May holding the picture there. The artist rendering of what they saw. I think the story was something along the lines that they seen something go through the sky and either land or crash on some nearby property, and her children went up to her, and three of her children and some other couple of kids went to see what it was, and they seen this thing, and it was like 10 foot tall or something, I think. If that appears to be the authentic slide from when it was actually done. That I've seen that picture in a old newspaper article, but it sure wasn't that good of quality. It's kind of interesting. Then here is a UFO. I have no idea where it was taken. Looks pretty good. Almost looks like a stealth fighter, but this, if so, this would have been back in the 50s. This one's pretty interesting too. I don't know. It's a very disc shape. It's hard to say on that one. It's kind of neat though. Inverted it as well, so. This one's interesting, but I think it could be just a drop of water on a piece of glass if it was taken out of an airplane window or something like that. It's kind of neat. Inverted it as well, so. And there was also a few pictures, a few slides of these different kinds of telescopes. Not sure where this was taken. Oh yes, this is the, let me see. That's the Japanese photo. It's one they call the Japanese photo. There's something above the house there. It looks like a UFO. Inverted it, you can see it a little better there now. This is the one that was labeled Japanese photo. You can probably see it at the bottom. And this year goes back to the Flatwoods Monster story. Here is a man, I'm not sure who it is. This is where he was showing how tall the creature was, or attempting to. I've seen pictures of where they took the artist's drawing and superimposed it in here to give an example of where they saw the monster at. But I'm not for sure who that is there, showing the height of the creature. Could have been one of the investigators or one of the people who saw it or something later, I don't know. It appears to be the original slide. That's good to have, I guess. And there's some newspaper clippings. Looks like it's kind of been collaged together. And then there was a few other pictures. There was a picture of MacArthur and General MacArthur and some other guy with a camera. I don't know who it was. It wasn't labeled, so that's kind of interesting. Well, there you go. That's the old UFO slides. There's a few pictures that I wasn't able to. A few slides I wasn't able to get a good picture of. I may go back when I get more time and get those, but. Those have, what I understand, been previously unpublished. A couple of them pretty interesting. So, but there they are. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. Boop.